Hello, everyone, and welcome to Growing Your Business While Having Fun. Isn't it funny that I have a title of business and having fun, and at the same time, we just had a few minutes that we had to alter even the computer where I'm sharing this with you. When you're willing to have fun with the business, what if nothing was serious? No technical difficulties, no switching laptops, but you would find what's going to work for you. And if you notice, you guys are up here on the wall. Can you see yourselves? So who the heck am I, right? I'm Laleh Hancock, and I'm going to be your adventure guide, the guide to growing your business while making it not be so serious so that you can have more fun and you can allow your business to actually gift you more money, more space, more energy, and allow it to bring in the people that the business desires to bring and expand what it knows it can be. So tonight, you got here somehow. Maybe your wife dragged you here, or your friend, or somebody else. And just to give you a little bit of background about me, I'm actually an access consciousness facilitator, a certified facilitator, and I'm also a facilitator of many specialties, and one of them being joy of business. Now, one of the reasons I became a joy of business facilitator is that I have always loved business. And it wasn't always joyful, but I always loved the adventures, the ability to assist a business that wasn't doing well to actually do better. Employees that weren't happy to actually be motivated to want to come to work and to allow them to want to grow and make the business grow. I've always had this, and I'm so grateful that Joy Business has that. Now, I've gotten to play with different businesses in the last probably 32 years now. And in these 32 years, I've had a lot of different jobs. I got to work in the telecommunication industry. I got to work in the medical industry. I got to work in the technology industry, not-for-profits, and have spent the last, let's say, 11 years actually starting my own business. And it's in consulting, so it works with different kinds of businesses. But it also was partnering with other businesses in ways that we can expand, partnering together to become even greater to whatever it is that we were offering. And with it, I've realized there's so much seriousness to business. What you're allowed to be or do or say. Like, did you hear there was a little glass? A chair hit the glass. You know, in a real meeting where everything's so serious, that's like a big deal. But what if we could actually receive from that sound? We can receive from people feeling more relaxed. So access consciousness is about asking questions. It's about empowering you to actually know that you know more than what you think you know based on education, based on what you learned from your family and friends, based on what you learned from this society or this reality, and to know your real knowing. And with that, I'm going to invite you to a couple of different tools. One of them, light and heavy, okay? So light, so when you ask a question, what do you perceive? Do you perceive lightness, expansion? Do you perceive heaviness? Okay. And one thing that's really funny is just even like think about it. If I said ice cream, was that light or heavy for you? Because see, what if the adventures of growing your business was about your willingness to be the silly you? The willingness to allow you to have so much fun that it's almost like someone is tickling you. Would you be able to do that? Would you be willing, like during this hour that we're together? That's all I'm going to ask. during the time that we are together, can we allow all the things that we know is possible to actually come play? And all the things that we learned about business has to be serious, business has to be difficult, you have to work hard to make money, and any other lie or invention that you bought about what business is, what it's not. Can we just let it just go? Just can we now destroy and create all those definitions? Okay, now I'm going to say the clearing statement, which is right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So what is that silly statement? Well, what it is, it's like a magic wand. You ask a question and energy is going to pop up. Things are going to come up. They're going to be like all these ideas, all these judgments, all these points of views, all these lies. They're just going to surface themselves. And when you say right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds, what you do is you allow it to dissipate. You allow it to just no longer be solid. Because the only way it became solid is there was a point of view. There was something about it being right, being wrong, being good. And when you take that and you add consciousness to it by asking a question, you allow those energies that ever became solid to now actually undo themselves from their solidity. Allow all those points of views now to be this expanded energy. So you get to choose, not the concrete of what was there, but now what's available. So all those feelings, the thoughts, the emotions, the lies, the inventions, they literally dissipate and release. And start to notice your body. Your body is one of the greatest components to you growing your business. And when you are willing to include your body, start paying attention to how fast things get created, how much easier things get created. So let's do a quickie exercise together, okay? Okay, so say hello to your toes. You know those toes, those magical toes that are part of the journey of taking you to anywhere you want to go? But how often do you allow you to actually share your gratitude for your toes? By your willingness just to say hello, what you do is you open it up to this communion, this oneness between you and your body. Your body is your best friend. It's not there just to get dressed. It doesn't just stay there to go to sleep. It's actually this magical, I call it the magical genie, that just is there and wants to do everything with you. It wants to show you the gift of who you really are. And those moments when it shares some pain with you, guess what it's saying? What is your capacity here you haven't acknowledged yet? And the business does the same. The business was this consciousness, so there was this energy that has consciousness. There was this entity. And it knew it wanted to partner with you. It came and said, hey, let's create something together. Now, if you don't have your own business and you actually work for someone else or another company, what if it was the same? What if it was that voice of that business? It was the consciousness of that business that actually pulled into that company. Because it knew it desired your energy. It knew your energy and the communion of that consciousness, the communion with your body, that embodiment with everything was going to be the magic, that magic sauce that would allow this business to actually get physically actualized and to allow it to expand and grow. So if you haven't yet acknowledged it, will you just be willing to ask some questions? Hey, business, I know I just don't acknowledge you very often, but thank you for bringing me the whispers. Thank you for being there and knowing the moment that you wanted to come alive and to come in as a physical actualization in this reality. Thank you for that. Because when you have gratitude, you just now partnered with the whole oneness of the universe to be your partner with the business, with your body and you. Now, how many of you guys actually judge your businesses? Judge your job? Which one of you is brave enough to unmute and answer the questions? Are you guys willing? Hi, Renetta. Renetta, are you going to come on? Nope, you're not. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, here's the deal. If you ever say, we don't have enough money, we don't have enough clients, we don't have enough projects, anytime you go into that space of lack, you just judged not just the business, but the consciousness of the being of the business. You then judge you, your being. You judge your body. You also start uninviting things into the business. You uninvite money. You uninvite you in the business. So all those places and spaces where you have gone into judgment, whether it was a positive judgment, a negative judgment, it's all judgment. So all the decisions, judgments, projections, conclusions that you have made about you, about the business, what it can be, what it can't be, who its clients are going to be, who its clients are not going to be, will you destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, what if you just got a clean slate? Okay, what if it doesn't matter what you did 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago? You now have this white canvas between you and the business. So whose lies, what lies, and how many lies are you using to generate, create, and actualize your business are you choosing? And anything you've aligned and agreed and resisted and reacted to that allows it to exist, will you now be willing to just let it go and destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so now, what's the name of your business or the job you have or the company that you work with? Would you be willing to actually, whatever that is, just imagine it's in front of you, okay? Imagine it's in your hand. Can you say hello to your business? Now, one of the things I say is don't ever call it my business, because then you just made you the sole source for the business. You made it that no one can feed it, no one can give it money, no one can give it contributions, no one can be hired and actually stay and contribute. Now, so all the definitions you have of the business that you've made it be yours, will you now be willing to destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So let's just put the business in your hand, okay? No matter how big it is, let's just say hi. And do you remember I said, talk to your toes and say hello to your toes? Yeah. What if you'd be willing, when you're actually talking to the business, to do it from every part of you? Your physical body, your energetic body, you as that infinite being. So When you say hello, just say hello to it, whatever the name of it is, even if it has your name, say your name. Okay. Now, did you notice by you just saying hello and saying its name, the presence that's there between you and it? Okay. Now, can you ask it, who are you? And what would you like to be today? And the information may come as ideas, thoughts, ideas, or whatever. It just may come in different ways, okay? So now, if there's anything your business would like to share with you, would you give it permission to communicate that information with you? So what is your business sharing with you now? Mine, all of them are saying, have more fun. Is that yours too? But what if it could be this easy? Every day, if you're willing to let go of yesterday. Imagine yesterday is this spilled milk that you're not putting back in the carton or the bottle or whatever. Okay? Now, today is a brand new day. So everything you defined it to be, just let it go, destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, punk, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Ask it, who are you? And what grand and glorious adventures can we have together? And anything that doesn't allow that, we destroy and create that. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Cool. Renetta says, I was thinking about that. Start something new or make a change and not knowing what to do. That's a great, great question. So we're going to come back to that, Renetta, okay? Now, what if what we just did, you could do with your body? Would you be willing to ask your body, hey, body, what would you like to share with me right now? What would your body say? Isn't it funny? Our bodies are so amazing. So what did your body say to you? Have more sex. Yay! Okay, now the funny part is sex means receiving. It means that communion from the sun, the trees. It's like that touch. Okay, it's actually receiving. It's that oneness with everything. It's that joy. So sex actually means different things. And possibly, you know, yours may want to also move and dance and, you know, have copulation and other things like that too. But when you are willing to ask, it will give you information. So this is called grow your business while you're having fun, right? Well, if you are willing to have more fun, if you're willing to add more joy to you, your body, your life, and the business, what happens is that you will now have a higher frequency of receiving. So what happens is, like, you know, there's energy, your space, your consciousness. Now, the higher energies are more about joy and gratitude and play and creation. And money is at the high frequency of energy, which is really more of who you really are. And then the lower harmonics are usually the problems, the lacks, the scarcity, the challenges. Okay, just know when you are at that space, at that frequency, okay, down here, joy is here. they go parallel to each other. They never interact. So you have to be willing at that moment of when you're down there, not down there, but like when you're at that harmonic of the lower frequencies, which is emotions, feelings, thoughts, and all of that, you have to be willing not to at that moment be asking for more. Because what you'll have is like, if you are like let's say you got a bill, okay? You have a bill you have to pay. The minute you say, I don't have the money, the minute you say, why do I have this invoice? When you go into the problem of that invoice, all you can do is energetically bring another one of those invoices into your life. But when you are receiving that invoice at the higher frequency and you're like, I'm so grateful for this invoice. This invoice got me an amazing translator to translate my class. This invoice got me to buy some new material. It got me a new printer for the business. Whatever it is that that invoice was, the minute you are willing to be grateful for it is when you allow you to receive more money, more generosity, more gratitude, more kindness, more possibilities. Because you at that space are the magnet of that energy. The fun, the play, the dance, okay? And when you're willing to actually dance with your business, okay, you can physically dance, but you're willing to be that dance is when you're actually willing to listen to the business. You're allowing you to ask a question and allowing the business to communicate with you and to share awareness with you, share energies with you, and allow it to grow. So, okay, can we ask another question to the business? You can still have it in front of you if that's, will create greater ease for you. It's not required. Now, ask, hey business, who or what can we add to the business so that we can have more fun, generate more revenue, and have more ease? Anything that doesn't allow that, and any choices that you've ever made in any lifetime, space, dimension, or reality that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, receive, and have the awareness, will you destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pun, pock, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And anything that doesn't allow you to choose something different, will you destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pun, pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. See, your point of view about the business is what's going to create how the business is. So for example, if you think I have a small business and during COVID, I'm struggling, I don't have clients or anything like that, what you do is you actually take all those thoughts and feelings and you literally impel it on the business. So you create this energetic wall that anything that doesn't match that cannot get into the business. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Now, everything that you've defined as the limitations of the business and the rules and regulations of the business matching this reality instead of the reality of possibilities, will you please now destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, pock, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Yeah, so Tanya says, my business looks like a ragged cat. I love you. Okay, so when you say that about your business, does your business get happy? What happens to the being, that consciousness of that business? You just defined it as a ragged cat. Now, the business doesn't care it's called a ragged cat. It's those energies and your points of view of what a ragged cat is that you just impel on the business and impel on that consciousness of the business. So everywhere you have called your business a ragged cat or any other good or bad name, whatever it is, can we now destroy it and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so the other thing is, how many of you guys have a small business? None of you? Really? Okay. A few of you were brave enough to be honest and vulnerable and raise your hand. Okay. So this is one of the things that happens a lot, is that we say, okay, for me to have a business, I have to do A plus B equals C. Now, I can only grow one service at a time, one blah, blah, blah at a time. And what we do is we put the framework around the business. So everywhere you have defined your business to be a small business, a limited liability company, a restriction, a liability for you and for others, will you now destroy and then create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, now ask your business, hey business, are you a small business? Is it light? Is it heavy? Eva says that her business said, don't ask me that. Okay, but did you guys just get, I mean, even some of you who haven't been smiling even got a little crack smile. I know, life is so difficult, I know. Okay, but did you just notice, yeah, it said, bitch, I'm a global business. I love you, I love your business. But do you get all the lies and inventions that you've been using to make your business be small? Will you please now destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Now, your business doesn't have to be global, okay? So that's a choice. However, if you're willing to have no point of view, that it's small, it's medium, it's large, it's enterprise, it's global, it's local, when you let go all those points of views, you allow the business to actually create itself brand new every day. So now will you destroy and create everything that brought up and everything you've chosen before this second right now? Can we destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Now, do you guys have a question? Does anyone have a question? You can unmute and ask it. Okay, cool. He is so huge, Lina says. I love it. I love it. Okay, now here's the deal. If you're willing to have fun with your business, you can communicate with it. I did a video a couple weeks ago. I said, hey, would you be willing to walk with your business? Would you be willing to dance with your business? I think that was last week's video. Because like, what if everything you've defined of what communication with your business is actually a lie? So what if it's only one of the possibilities of the way that you can interact with your business? So your business today, how would it like to interact with you? What are ways your business would like to show you what it's capable of? So anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, receive the awareness of that, will you destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, all nine shorts, boys beyond. I know it's old fashioned, so use your computer, use your phone if you like, but sometimes just grabbing a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and just having it in front of you and ask business, what do you want to share with me right now? And then write down whatever comes up. Don't think, okay? Because when you think, you have to go into the formulas and the rules and the regulations of what's right and wrong and good and bad. But if you're willing to actually just even put your feet in grass or have your favorite coffee, have your favorite chocolate, whatever it is, when you're in that space and you're relaxed and you're writing these things down, you'll realize your business has a lot of information it would like to share with you. But when you go into that space of, I have so much to do, I am stressed, I have all this, you might tune your business out and not allow you to receive the gift, the contributions, and the fun ways that your business wants to actually grow itself. So anywhere you have taken on the job to be the boss and to tell your business what to do and be the source, the full source of how the business can be generated, created, actualized, and grow, will you destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, get a map on Paco, nice shirts, boys and beyond. Oh, Lina says, I understand today that I'm a very big judgmental cunt. Laugh out loud. I love you. How does it get even better than that? We were just doing foundation day 1 today, which felt like day 5055. And it's like this word is so inappropriate. The word cunt, it's just the worst thing in America you could ever say to a woman. And yet there's this freedom when you acknowledge the way you've been unkind. And see, you think you've been unkind to your business, but the business is creating itself with your energy. So for you to be judging and unkind to the business, you have to be unkind and judging to you. So anywhere you have chosen unkindness and uncaring and judgments for you, your body, and the business, can we now destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. If you're willing not to judge you for the awareness of what you've been, you can actually turn it around and say, okay, I'm sorry, business. I'm sorry, body. Okay, please forgive me. They have no point of view. They don't care. They're like, okay, yay, celebrate, yay. Next, what are you going to choose now? What is possible now that I've never considered before? What is available for me in the business to choose now that I've never considered before? And when you are willing to be in that space, you'll realize there's a lot of possibilities. Okay, now your body. Okay, if you're doing something in the business and your body feels tense, your body feels tight, that is not having fun, guys. Okay, so ask, okay, what can I add or who can I add that will actually allow this to be more fun? And what you might find is actually adding you taking a walk. It might be you adding a friend to come assist you. It might be you adding someone to assist you with social media. When you're willing to ask for the help, and it's not help because you can't do it, but when it's something that is not creating that expanded energy and that space of joy for you, that space of possibilities, you're actually using your energy against you and the business. When it's not fun, when it is that condensed energy, you're actually killing your body and the business. So anywhere you have done that, it's okay. You did it. No big deal. Now what else is possible? Now would you be willing to let go everything that you chose, anything you put in place for now and to the future, and all the lies and the inventions that you're using to keep creating it? Can we destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, puck, all night, shorts, boys, and meows. And all the stratifications, which is the things we do to fit in to our homes, our families, our religion, how other people do business, all the stratifications and the reference points for now and the projected futures, will you destroy and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. And like Renetta was saying earlier, she would like to start something new or make a change. So sometimes, you know, because we're not looking at the business as a new business every day, it's easy to go into maintenance mode and boredom, okay? So as you want to make changes, no problem, but first, destroy and uncreate everything you've made this business have to be. Every definition, projection, expectations, rejection, separation, conclusion, computation that you have about the business, what it was, what it has to be. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. And then what you do is you say, okay, now what would you like to be? And then you open up the space of a different possibility. Now the business may say, I would like more services. I'd like more products. I would like this. I would like that. And know that if you're willing to ask the question, your body and the business can create it. Okay? So when you ask the business and the business says, hey, I would like to have more services. Okay? Then you ask, what services would you like? Where can I go? Who can I talk to that has information about this? Who can you, business, pull in to you that has the expertise, has the experience, and who has fun with this energy? Then you're going to match. You literally are this magnet. You, the business, and your body are this magnet to bring in those people into the business. But what if your life and your job was not that you had to go do something, but there was an action that was required from you? So what is the action that is required here? Sometimes the business is going to say, chill out, go get a massage, go get your bars run, go get a body process, go have sex, go for a dip in the pool. Like the more relaxed you are, the more you take your head out of the whole thing is when you allow you to actually give permission to the business to do what it wants to do. So get yourself out of the way and allow the business to generate, create, and actualize itself. Now, it does like your energy. It does like you contributing, but it's not always a doing. A lot of times it's actually you being willing to be the energy that the business requires. So ask, what am I refusing to be that if I didn't refuse to be it, would allow the business to double today, triple today, quadruple today, whatever it is, okay? And the more uncomfortable you get, yeah, that means you've got a lot of shit that's sitting there holding it tight, okay? So now would you be willing to actually say, okay, anything I aligned and agreed, resisted and reacted, that allows this to exist, that allows the limitations to be there, I now destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. Today in Foundation, we were talking about the poo-poo pants. You know, you see kids with diapers that are full of poo-poo. Yeah, guess what? You might have people you work with or your boss who has a poo-poo pants. And what if you didn't have to worry about their poo-poo pants anymore? So everywhere you've been trying to make life easy for everyone while making your life difficult for you, will you please just return it back to the senders with consciousness attached? Give them the choice, the freedom that they can choose if they want to choose something different. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. Hashtag not my problem is something that Dr. Dane here, who's the co-founder of Access Consciousness, shared many years ago at a Maestro meeting. And it's so funny. He said, I'd wake up in the morning and my phone would be full of problems. This person needed this. This person needed this. And they were like constantly nagging on my energy. They were just constantly pulling my energy. And I was laughing because it's like, how often do we think we are the ones who have to solve all the problems? What if you don't have to solve the problems? A lot of times it's the willingness to go to the right of the problem, to the left of it, above it, below it. It's not about going and solving it. But when you're willing every day to have a new business, the problems of yesterday, they go away. It's part of that old track. It's part of that old reality that no longer applies. So anywhere you are instituting yesterday as the way to grow your business today, or any futures for the business, can we now destroy and create all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pun poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So if you no longer had the past business, what does today's business desire and require? Be willing to have some space and just ask it. Not sure if you guys can hear, but there's a lot of birds singing outside. We're surrounded by trees and birds. Okay, so now, what part, like a lot of times people get into business and they're like, you know, it started as something that they enjoyed. There was something, a massage therapist enjoyed the touch, or, you know, someone wanted to have a consulting business because they wanted to do different things with different businesses or people or whatever. There was something that brought enthusiasm into your world doing it, whatever this job is, whatever the business is, okay? But then we took on other stuff and then the fun went away. So would you be willing to actually sit down and be vulnerable and ask yourself, what is fun for me? What would be fun for me today? Because what used to be fun when you started this 10 years ago may not be what's fun today. You know, one of the ways that we don't receive money and we uninvite money into our lives every day is when we refuse to do the things that bring us joy. So all the places and spaces where you have uninvited money, joy, fun, play, curiosity, or anything else into your life, into the business, will you destroy and create all of it now? Right, wrong, good and bad, pun poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Like for me, I love facilitating, but facilitating is not just being in front of you guys. Like I was talking to my realtor the other day, having a conversation with him was like facilitating a foundation class, you know, connecting two people who could contribute to each other's businesses is so much fun for me. Being the connector has always been a lot of fun, and I made it so wrong. And then I realized, what? Why am I making it wrongness? This is one of my superpowers. So what have you been making a wrongness? What have you been refusing to actually be, do, have, perceive, receive, and know that if you no longer refused it, would open up more doors to possibilities than you can ever imagine? Anything that doesn't allow you, anything you've chosen that ever stopped it, can you now destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pun poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And when you're willing to do it, not just because of the money, but you do it from that space, that joy, what you do is you exude that into the world and you allow that to match and come into your life. And I promise you, okay, promise is not a good word. I destroy and create the promise. I give you a challenge. Ask questions. Ask what would be fun for you. And it might be to go to the beach. Like for me, I would ask my body, like I was in the middle of I love creating, and I can create like 15 hours straight, nonstop, no need to go to the bathroom or anything. And my body doesn't like that, so I have to stop. But like, I would be like in the middle of that, and my body would say, let's go get our nails done. I'm like, no, we're in the middle of something. We got to finish this up. Nope, let's go get our nails done. And I would go get my nails done. Every time I would sit next to someone who had something going on in their life or in their business. We'd have a conversation, they would feel better, or I would go whenever my nail manicurist her business was slow. It was just funny how my body would take me those moments, you know? And it's because businesses will talk to you. They will communicate with you. They will ask you to come. Restaurants will do that. Businesses will do that. Like all sorts of bodies will do that. And when I didn't fight it, when I didn't say, no, I can't go, I have to do this. When I flowed with the energy and I went, it created more relaxation for me. It created this expansion that I was able to contribute to someone or their business. It expanded their world. It will expand your worlds, your universes. And the more you're willing to expand your universes, the more you expand your receiving. The more you expand your receiving, the more cash, joy, ease, fun, play you can add to your life, and so much more. So, where have you been refusing those expansions? You know, they're not always going to be logical. Like when someone asks you something, like, you know, says, hey, do you want to come do graphics for me? I don't know. That's an example. And you're like, but I'm not really a graphic person. But your world expanded when they asked you. That's your body. That's your business. That's your life of the future saying, follow this energy. And when you ask, okay, one thing you do have to ask, what would I like my life to be like in 5 years? Business, what would you like to be in 5 years? See that energy? Oh, Renetta, I like it. I like it. I like it. She's dancing there with her business. How does it get better? But do you perceive that expanded energy? And will you allow it not to be just 5 years from now? What if you don't have to wait 5 years for it? Would you now be willing to allow that energy that's available in 5 years to come into the now? Would you allow you to pull it into the now? Will you allow the business? Somebody asked her for a logo right now, right at this moment. Oh, how does it get even better? Okay, that's so funny. I said graphic. That is so funny. But will you allow the business? Are you trying to unmute?
No, I'm trying to share it with everybody, but it was you were saying the graphic, and I was getting a text from somebody that wants a logo. Can you believe that?
I don't believe it. It's possible. But see, do you get, we let go the judgments and the lies of our businesses. You know, we spent an hour together almost, but what we actually did is unraveled that concrete, the things that have been in the way. Now you get to choose something different. Now you actually get to choose those infinite possibilities. And if you're willing to ask the business, you can allow the future to come into the now and ask you, put your name in there, you know? Ask you, hey, like me, I would say, Laleh in 5 years. Hey, What can you contribute to me now? What actions can I put in place now that allows you to actually exist and thrive and be successful in 5 years? Because guys, the one thing you have to be willing is to be successful. You have to be willing to let your business be successful. Otherwise, what you're doing is you're creating ways that the business can fail. If you're willing to allow the business to be successful, like it really is a choice, not just like, oh yeah, I'll let it be successful. You have to be willing to say, you know what? Yes, I choose success for me, for the business. I choose to have more fun. I choose to add more to my life and living. I choose to receive more cash. I choose to receive more money, because money is not just cash, okay? So if you're asking for money, just know it might be showing up as someone smiling. So if you require cash, ask for the cash to also show up, okay? I love it that you're in Florida and the woman who contacted you is in Canada. So how does it get even better? But if you guys are willing, okay, truly, there are no limits. There's no boundaries. Your business can guide you to the hows. The universe can take care of the how. Don't worry about the how. If you're willing to actually just relax. Simone Millicis did an amazing call a few days ago, and it was really a great price. It was like 100 Australian dollars, which is probably like 65 US dollars and like 50 euros. It's called Relax and Create. And it's like the more you relax, like I remember Gary Douglas, the founder of Access, would say 1 day a week and 1 hour a day, do something that's relaxing, enjoying, like that nurtures you and your body. And back then I didn't understand exactly what he meant, because for me, creation is so much fun. Like even going out, I really enjoy creating. I'm like a creation monster. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But I realized with this COVID and being in a country that I didn't know, being surrounded by trees, it's because nature wants to gift to us. And when you're willing to actually relax is when you're allowing the universe to gift you everything you're asking for. But you have to be willing to receive it. And when you are relaxed, when you lower any walls, any barriers, any limitations or lies, you can just say, lower, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, and just give it to the earth. Earth has no point of view, it's just energy. And allow you to actually pull that energy from the universe into your business, into your body, and into you. You are an infinite being that is, you be the space between the molecules, and you cover the whole universe and beyond. So when you're allowing you to receive from everywhere around the universe and allow it to go through the business, to go through your bank account, to allow it to go through your body, to allow it to go through you and go behind your body and behind you, and then allow it to flip, reverse, and then come and allow all that energy from behind you to go out and spread out into the whole universe. So you allow this energy out into the whole universe, and it's available for everyone now. Okay, now be willing to also have every energy that you desire from the whole universe coming to you, and reverse the flow and out, and pull it in and flow it out and pull it in. And it's not just in front and behind you guys, it's spherical receiving. It's front, back, above you, below you, around you. And when you allow you and your body and the business, do you get, I keep calling it these three, because it's about the embodiment of all of it, which includes the earth, which includes everything with no point of view. Okay. Awesome. Kind of did a mini energy pull. We were doing energy pulls while we were talking anyway, but I figured we'd add one of those in there too. So thank you guys for being here. So grateful for you. So grateful for your energy and what you gifted by you choosing to be part of this, whether you watch it now, whether you watch it in the future. What you actually did is you contributed to the energies that we were able to clear, the energies we were able to add and create, and the new doors that opened into businesses and having more fun and more possibilities with us and our bodies just went all around the universe. So thank you for you. Thank you for the gift of you. And thank you for the possibilities that you keep inviting into the world by you being you. You don't have to be anything or do anything. Being you is that infinite possibility anyway. Thank you so much. Very grateful that you are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to all the amazing translators and all the people who are on their language Zooms watching this too. Thank you so much, guys. And what else is possible now? Now, one question I want to ask you. What futures did we generate, create, change, and actualize that we haven't yet acknowledged? And now, would you be willing to claim, own, and acknowledge it? Now it's available and you get to choose if you're willing to walk through those doors now and make it yours. Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Kisses from Venezuela. I give kisses to all of you around the world. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And I don't know when, but I'm actually gonna, this wanted to be a little taster of something that's gonna be offered soon. I don't know when. But thank you for being here. And if you didn't register to get the replay. And you will also be on the list so that when we do have this, and it might be fun for you, I think I'm going to do like a 3-day grow your business while you're having fun little series and see where it goes. So it's fun for you. Come play. And there's a million things on the Global Wellness for All Facebook and accessconsciousness.com/Laleh Hancock. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. All right, guys. Ciao. Oh.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Bye-bye.
Gracias. Obrigada.
Maravillosa. Thank
Bye.
you.
Todos, hermosa. Estuvo padrísimo.
Oh, Chris.
Bye.